can have your pussy anytime I want. And I was like a little taken back, and I just like giggled, and I was like,
Joseline!
Yeah, and then she got pissed off because I didn't want to do nothing with her. Yeah, I was like, no, I don't.
But her baby was in the next room.
They thought she was gone for good, that the storm had passed, that the Queen of Chaos had finally vanished from Atlanta's messy reality circus. But they forgot one thing: Joseline Hernandez doesn't walk away quietly. She doesn't retreat. She reloads, and now she's back. Not just back in town, but back with a mission, back with a fire behind her eyes that says somebody's about to pay. But what brought her here? What could pull the Puerto Rican princess back into the same lion's den that once tore her apart? According to Tasha K, the answer isn't just scandalous, it's dangerous. From the moment the news broke that Joseline would be returning to love and hip-hop, Atlanta, the internet erupted. Fan pages lit up, memes exploded, cast members started. POSTING cryptic captions like "Lord help us" and "History repeats." But it wasn't just excitement, it was fear. Because some of the cast know exactly why she's coming back and what she's bringing with her. Tasha K, known for her unapologetic tea-spilling and unfiltered interviews, says this isn't about screen time. This isn't about clout. This is about vengeance, about unfinished business, about something that happened years ago that Joseline never really forgave. And now, after signing what sources claim was a very quiet but very expensive deal with VH1, Joseline is walking back into the ATL reality game with producers backing her, cameras waiting, and receipts stacked. But here's where it gets even darker. Tasha K says Joseline didn't come alone. According to leaked text messages, unseen footage, and off-the-record sources who allegedly work inside production, Joseline has teamed up with two former cast members who got pushed out years ago, and they've been building a case. A case against the people who blackballed them, against the people who lied to the media, against the ones who made sure Joseline would leave that reunion stage years ago looking like the villain. And the crazy part, one of those people is still on the cast today. Tasha K hinted during her latest live stream that someone wearing a halo on screen is the one who lit the fire behind closed doors. She called her the Snake in Glam, and fans quickly started decoding who that might be. Comments flooded, and some said Karlie Redd, others accused Spice, a few even pointed fingers at Rasheeda. But the most chilling comment came from a user who claimed to be a former VH1 intern. "It's not who y'all think, the one Joseline's coming for used to be her sister." That cryptic line sent the internet into a tailspin. Sister? Could it be Mimi Faust? Could it be Erica Mena? Could it even be someone from Joseline's cabaret past now trying to get a spot on LHHATL? Tasha K didn't confirm. She didn't have to. Her face said everything. That slow nod. That y'all not ready smirk. It was enough, but what she did say was this: Joseline's return is not a storyline. It's a strike, a personal mission. And the producers? According to Tasha, they're not just letting it happen, they're encouraging it. They want the ratings. They want the explosion. And if the rumors are true, they've already started filming scenes of Joseline walking into rooms unannounced, confronting people off-script, and rewriting every fake storyline with raw, unrehearsed truth. But it's not just the cast shaking. Tasha K says there's legal paperwork being filed behind the scenes, NDAS contracts being reviewed. And some current cast members, especially ones who've been hiding things, are terrified that Joseline will go live mid-season and blow up their entire spot. One anonymous source told Tasha she kept the texts, the DMs, the voicemails, everything. She's been waiting for this. And just when fans thought that was the tea, Tasha K dropped another bomb. She said Joseline's return is tied to a bigger plan to take control of her own production company and launch a spin-off using this revenge arc to build momentum. The idea: use VH1's cameras to reclaim her image, then use the scandal to launch her own empire. And the kicker? Some insiders say Tasha K is executive producing. Now let that sink in. The woman known for destroying reputations might be the one helping Joseline rebuild hers by burning everything else down first. The gloves are off, the cameras are rolling. The past is resurfacing, and the ATL cast, they're scrambling. Because when Joseline Hernandez walks into a room, the drama doesn't follow her. It arrives first stand, she walks in right behind. It heels clicking like war drums dot, and this time, Tasha K is walking with her, teacup in hand, mic in the other, and receipts that might just destroy careers, friendships, and the fragile peace that cast members have been faking for years. This isn't just reality TV. This is a hit back, a power move, and for some, a nightmare just beginning. What the cameras won't show, but what Tasha K already hinted is that this isn't just about a cast feud or a comeback. This is a war that started long before Joseline Hernandez left Atlanta. According to Tasha, there's a hidden chapter in the love and hip-hop timeline that producers have tried for years to bury. A chapter that includes betrayal from inside Joseline's own inner circle, financial sabotage, and a humiliating setup during contract negotiations that almost ruined her brand. In one of her viral live streams, Tasha K claimed Joseline was once promised a production deal, creative control, and spin-off security. But all of it fell apart after one specific phone call made by a cast member with pull behind the scenes. That betrayal, Tasha says, is what broke Joseline, not the reunions, not the fights, not even the headlines. It was the realization that someone she loved like family had sold her out for a few more episodes and a producer credit, and that person? Still on the show, still pretending to be neutral. Still pretending they had nothing to do with it, but Joseline knows she's known. And according to Tasha K, she's been building a silent campaign for years, talking to editors, contacting ex-cast members, even getting her hands on deleted footage that could prove everything. Some of those clips allegedly showed Joseline being cut out of scenes intentionally to protect another cast member's image. Others show her reacting to moments producers swore never happened. And now, Tasha K claims Joseline has a hard drive filled with what she calls career-ending content, and that she's willing to use it all if she isn't given what she was owed years ago. And here's where it gets even more twisted. Tasha says Joseline's return isn't even the biggest twist coming. There's someone else in the shadows, someone who used to be silent, now ready to talk, an alleged ex-producer who reached out to Tasha K personally and said the entire Joseline exit years ago was scripted not by VH1, but by certain cast members working behind her back. This ex-producer, who wishes to remain anonymous, sent Tasha what she calls a digital vault of evidence, including emails, voice notes, and edited episode drafts with scenes intentionally removed. And guess who's featured in most of those? Scenes Joseline crying, Joseline pleading, Joseline begging not to be portrayed as a monster. Scenes that never aired, scenes that would have changed everything. Tasha K says she's reviewing the files with her legal team before releasing them, but warns that once they drop, the entire love and hip-hop franchise will never be the same. Meanwhile, inside production, things are already falling apart. Cast members are panicking, trying to renegotiate contracts, demanding episode edits, and threatening to quit if certain footage airs. One insider told Tasha, "We didn't know Joseline was coming back with a playbook, but she did. And not just a playbook, a strategy, a blueprint, a mission to burn every bridge that tried to drown her." And here's the wildest part, according to Tasha K, this entire return wasn't even about love and hip-hop. It was about reclaiming power, about flipping the script, about reminding people who Joseline Hernandez really is not the edited version, not the villain with one-liners, but the woman who built her own empire, who faced mental breakdowns, lawsuits, betrayals, and still walked into a network that once discarded her and demanded the stage back, and they gave it. Why? Because they know what Joseline brings: chaos, yes, but also ratings, attention, influence. But what they didn't know is that this time, she brought Tasha K with her, not as a sidekick, not as a cheerleader, but as a co-architect in what's being called behind the scenes the takedown season. And the cast, they're already choosing sides. Karlie Redd has allegedly been silent in group chats, while Spice posted a now-deleted Instagram story that read, "Some people never grow, same tricks, new camera." Rasheeda, who many thought was disconnected from the drama, suddenly started following old enemies again, and fans believe she's trying to distance herself before things explode. Tasha K even teased that one cast member believed to be Erica. Men already tried to file a cease and desist to stop footage from airing where Joseline allegedly exposes a private situation involving her child. But it's too late, contracts have been signed. Cameras are rolling, and VH1 smells a gold mine. As for Tasha K, she ended her last live with one sentence that shook fans to the core: Joseline's not coming to play, she's coming to endgames. And with everything now on the table of betrayals, hidden footage, broken promises, and a new alliance between two of the most controversial women in reality TV, the question isn't what will happen next. The question is, who's getting exposed first? Because Joseline Hernandez isn't walking back into Atlanta just to make peace. She's walking in like a storm with a